What's up, everybody? So, today's video, third installment, Soulmate Hawaii with Tattoo Kaleo. Yours truly. Um, we're gonna talk about. Sorry, I'm making myself some food first. Microwave rice. Cause I'm too lazy for make rice right now. But best believe I have my own cast iron pan. We're gonna talk about, I don't know what everybody calls it, but I just call it the drop down line on your net. I'm sure most of you learned when you start your net, you run on a long line, right? It should be as long as your net going to be, or longer, because you can cut it. But basically, you run one line, and then you saw off, and every time you come back around, you tie back onto that line. And I call it the drop down line because the thing drop all the way down. So pretty sensible, right? I know a lot of people get confused on how that line works, so we're gonna talk about it. And how do you tie back onto it when you come around? And once again, as always, take my teachings as an opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, because, like I said, I am not a master at this. I'm just passing on whatever knowledge I learn, I experience, because any little bit of information that I can share could help somebody a lot, at least in the starting stages, and then maybe eventually they'll find their own ways or learn other ways, and etc. So, by the way, I have this smoked sausage. You was at my wedding. You know what's up with this smoked sausage. My brother Delvin out there, Big Island Hilo, grew up with this guy. Make some killer smoked sausage, bro. Everybody is raving and ranting about it. My friends out there I'm supposed to give to, don't worry, I never forget about you. It's just you know how it is. I'm trying to get everybody's schedules to work, especially because the thing frozen. So I gotta try and take it to people at the right time. But anyway, I'll make me some food, and then we'll get into the video. Check that out. Talking too much, bro. Talking too much. Is it burning my sausage? Try it. Can still be killer.
Alright, so here we are. We got one more hour to go. We went back down to the drop down.
Has hitting something ever fixed it? Maybe try blowing on it. The fuck was that? It was probably just a branch.
Okay, so as you see, I'm back to where the drop down line is. Now, when you think about this as like this, right? Green line is the bottom left of the diamond. Yellow line is the bottom right of the diamond. I gotta connect these two here to complete this eye. So what I do is, coming from your left side, right where you just were, I'll keep a few eyes on there, maybe like 3 of them. Okay, keep green line in front as normal. Like so. Let me see if I can adjust this camera and get it closer. Yellow side, keep it behind, and I'll put a couple eyes on too. This is so that I can keep tension here. Okay. Usually I'll pinch this between my knees. I don't know if I can right now because I have the camera in front of my face. If I can use my foot here. Okay. Got it on my foot. You zoom in. Oh shit. Sorry. Okay.
Jackie, up and at him or something.
So what I'm gonna do is
Oh.
just tie a regular slip knot or square knot, whatever you call,
Literally all the cramps.
around it. Just like that. See there? And then I'm gonna just pull it up to the gauge, tighten it, top knot, bottom knot. So it's just like tying a regular knot. You're just tying under the gauge. I'll do a half hitch to help lock that down. Then what I like to do, hang on, let me adjust this camera.
Hey, bloody soldiers on the left and breakfast on the right, okay? Don't mess them up like Trump did.
Like that.
Okay. You guys are disgusting.
Shut up.
Here we are, right?
How about getting some more
I'll
ramen?
take one side, do a half hitch,
Isn't going anywhere.
so I can lock this down from the top side too. No slippage. Let me back this out. Here we are. So drop down line is back in the equation. I mean, it always is, but you know. So we have a look at it.
Are you cold? Yeah. Actually.
Okay. This is where it was. This is the beginning where I started with all the way around the net. Came back around to the left. Tied a knot here. Create bottom of this eye. Now, this is ready to start the next row. See, like this. I'll show. Gauge it. Pick up your eye. Down. And you continue on as usual. Sorry, it's just bad positioning for me with the camera in my face.
It's okay. I got it. Why are you so chipper? Don't you have a blood sacrifice between your legs like the rest of us? I'm late this morning.
Yeah.
It's probably just stress.
Just like that. Then I'll just keep continuing on, right?
Anyway,
So, that's how you
well, at last, I guess.
tie back on
Situation isn't cooking.
to your drop down. And then I'll just keep continuing on at the next row. Alright guys, so here we go. I'm gonna break it down on the iPad again, just because I know sometimes these illustrations can help somebody a lot more than just the video, because the video you might have a hard time seeing things, you know, but yeah, let's try to do this on the iPad. Okay, let's just say this is how we're sewing, right? We get our eyes, we started here, okay, and we went all the way around the net, and this is our drop down line. Okay, so we're talking about how to tie onto this line. So we're coming around here. Then let me change this a little bit, because technically our drop down line is this, and all we're doing is making these two connect. Okay, so drop down line, We coming around. Yeah. We here. Now we're not gonna go here and tie here because we're gonna have two lines here, right? Or drop down and then we come all the way back around and made a knot. You're gonna have double up, but you're gonna have to cut off over here anyway. But then over here gonna be loose. So what are we doing? Yeah. Oh shit. There, this is our drop down. We came all the way around. And we tie here, right? This is where I show you guys gauges here, right? The gauge is there. We came around, up, down, made our knot underneath the gauge. And then now we get our drop down still chilling on one needle here. And then we get our line that's wrapped around our needle that we're sewing with. So you can have two lines. But basically, you're gonna change and then you're gonna come here, 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 here. See how we're on the next row now? You're gonna come all the way around again. And we're gonna be doing this. Right? And then what happens? We end up over here again at the drop down. Do the drop down, tie our knot, repeat the process. Okay? That's basically it. Your drop down just drops all the way down. All the way down to the bottom of your net. Okay? Hope that illustration helped. So there you have it, guys. Third installment, SewNet Hawaii with me. Once again, take things with a grain of salt because, again, I am not a master at this. I'm just sharing what I've learned, what I'm experiencing, and what's working for me. So, may not work for you, may not work for others, but it doesn't hurt to just try. We all got to start somewhere, and if this is where I'm starting somewhere, then so be it. Any questions, concerns? As usual, drop a comment. I'll try to get to it. I know there was a couple other questions on the last video. Sorry, I can't remember your name right now. What was his name? But he was asking about how to do the picot and all that. And there's a couple of different ways you can even do that. So some people create the picot and sew off of it. Some people just make the picot with the net when they start the net. So I'm at like 6 feet right now for an 8-foot net. So I got like 3 feet more, maybe like 2.5 feet to go because I'm gonna make the bag a little smaller on this net. So I'm not gonna extend it too much more past the 8-foot mark. But I guess when I get to the picot, then I'll be able to make that video because the way I'm gonna do it, I'm copying another net of mine, so I cannot really explain without showing it, I guess. I do have the understanding of how I'm gonna do it. I just gotta get to that point and be able to record it. But I think the next video I will take it back even farther because this is what I really should have done for the first installment with the knots was just showing patching, because I think basically that's where everybody should start, is patching. I've been patching, so like because my knots were working already, so I knew I could do at least patching. Even that gets a little confusing, I guess, depends on the way you do it. But I do have some holes that I can patch, so maybe I'll do that for my next video. Shoots.